I recently visited Palakkad. Very recently. I don't know why I embarked upon the journey. One of the reasons is that when I was a student at the University of Calicut, more precisely the REC Calicut, we had two more colleges which were affiliated with us at the Calicut University. One was the College of Engineering, NSS College of Engineering, Palakkad. The other is Trichure Engineering College. I was very curious always to see this NSS College of Engineering because this person called Metro Madhavan is from this college. I want to know what this college was all about. So I took a journey from Bangalore to Palakkad. I don't regret it. A very interesting, very nice journey. I was there just for a day. I reached there in the morning and left that evening. I boarded a Kerala State Road Transport Corporation bus, even booking the return ticket the following evening. It's a very interesting thing. I got Swift buses. Going a Swift bus non-AC. Coming, I got Swift bus AC. I think many tourist corporations can copy this Kerala State Swift AC bus because it's a very comfortable bus, very nice bus. I enjoyed my journey back because it is air-conditioned bus. You can sleep in the bus very well. Now, my curiosity to see NSS College, Nair Service Society, College of Engineering, government-aided college, started by Mannath Padmanabhan, whose photograph can be seen everywhere in that college. So, as usual, I reached Palakkad early morning at around 6. Palakkad city has a very nice, very cute small bus stand, half the size of satellite bus stand seen on Mysore Road in Bangalore, but a very well designed one, designed bus stand. And my hotel, a very nice hotel. I like this place called Palghat. Everything said and done. It was very hot. Not very hot. It was quite sultry. It was warm. Definitely not like the weather in Bangalore at afternoon 1 or 2. Then after having a small nap, I set out. I must make special mention of the small restaurant that exists within this Palghat KSRTC bus stand, which serves excellent food, very often manned by a single waiter or waitress who runs around and manages the activities of that restaurant very well. I got some exceptional good food there. I like Palghat city in all its hues and shapes. First, I thought of visiting the Palghat fort. I've heard about this place. So an auto took me to the Palghat fort. I must tell something about this Palghat fort. Some people tell it is a recent fort. It does not a recent fort to my observation. It is not. It is typically a residence of some monarch some 1,000 years ago. Because some of the stone pillars I see here are similar to the ones seen in the Padmanabha Swami temple in Srirangapatnam. So I am forced to assume it's some 1,000 years old. The entrance is like Bangalore Palace, which we see near City Market. So all these palaces were most likely built by has its origin from the same hands or from the same set of people. Palghat Fort must be some 10, 12 acres of land, maybe some 10 or 15 acres of land with watchtowers every say 100 meters along the periphery. The most unique part about this fort is that it has a moat. Moat means a water body, some 20 feet in width, around the fort. I'm told in the ancient times it was full of snakes and crocodiles. There are sea snakes, there are water snakes. If it bites at the end of a person, so anyone who ventured into this waterway to reach the fort's walls would be taking some calculated risk. I don't know how invaders invaded this fort. This fort was in the hands of the king of Zamorin of Calicut also, if some the inscription there was to be believed for a brief while, but ultimately fell into the hands of the English. What is this place called Palghat? This place called Palghat has got Palghat Gap. How do we reach Palghat from Bangalore? First, you go to Salem. You go southwards to Salem, and then turn westwards. Exactly, you turn westwards. Some 130 kilometers westwards from Salem city, you come to Palghat. On the way, you encounter Coimbatore. Coimbatore should be some 1.5 hour journey from Palghat. For all practical purposes, I can call Coimbatore as a sister city of Palghat. Palghat is very important. It's got ITI unit. I saw that unit on the main road. Indian Telephone Industries has got a unit. I'll tell you one thing, the landlines made by ITI are super, though they are bulky and costly. I've got a lot of experience with these landline telephones. I think BPL phone is also very good, but I would still rate ITI landline phone which works in your house as the best. So far, my experience has shown that. I've tried Chinese phones, I've tried many other kinds of companies, but in the overall performance and design, not just design, the ruggedness, the ITI phones are way ahead. I hope ITI continues making these kinds of landline phones and modifications of landline phones in some way possible. I think you can give, I think already other telecommunication companies give such kind of facilities. You can make a telephone with a SIM card in it. So that, yeah, the technology already exists, but IT can make such phones and market them all over India and all around the world. And my experience says is you please price it high. Don't go into this price market and you try to market it and price it high, because to some extent I find these phones are in all ways much superior to other phones I see in the market. My experience I'm telling, because I saw ITI. Now, Palghat Gap. What is this Palghat? I was telling something about Palghat Gap. Palghat Gap is a 30-kilometer aperture or gap in the Western Ghat Mountains. There is one more small aperture of the Western Ghat Mountains somewhere close to Kanyakumari in the southernmost tip. And there is one more small aperture. Please check out where it is. Ultimately, to my understanding, the Western Ghat Mountains has got three apertures. Apertures means gaps. Sahyadri Mountains. It runs all the way from Bombay up to Kanyakumari. It's a miracle of sorts. A full mountain range, very tall, high, without any break anywhere. It's a wonder of the universe, wonder of creation. But there is given a 30-kilometer gap at Palghat through which you have to enter Kerala. If you need not cross the Ghats, crossing the Ghats is a painful thing according to me, because as the bus swirls left and right, I did not feel the strain when I went to Palghat. The strain I used to feel when I used to go to places like Calicut, because of this, there is no Ghat section. Now, this Palghat fort, you should understand this place called Palghat has got a lot of strategic importance because it's the easiest route towards the sea without climbing the Western Ghat Mountains. So fort there is very important to see that whoever is running the controlling the seas must have a control of people who are entering that territory through that Palghat gap into towards the seas. So the Palghat place has got strategic importance militarily speaking to repel any attack that comes from Salem side. From Salem side, English people have conquered that fort many times. Definitely, they have moved their major military contingents from Salem, which was, to my understanding, an important English base. That word Salem is also an English word. That's like you see the places like Salem. Salem is a town in England. New Salem is a town in the United States. And that Salem that Salem can also be seen as Jerusalem. It comes from that word. Salem comes from that word Jerusalem. Jerusalem means small Salem. Small means small in languages like Hebrew or something like that. That please it needs check. It has to be verified. But to my understanding, the link of this word Salem can go ages into history, past history. That's why this Palghat fort is important. I've heard so many things about this fort. This fort is around 12 or 15 acres of land as well. Watchtowers every 100 meters or so. Watchtowers from you can climb also watchtowers. Cannons can be mounted as watchtowers. There's a large residential complex inside, which the English used to use as a prison, but definitely it is the house of some monarch, some palace where the kings used, some king used to live there, Chola king or someone down. Maybe it was built recently. At least the Vijayanagara Empire kings must have stayed in this house. To me, someone told me that's a prison. It doesn't look like the English people might have converted into a prison. Now there's a lot of trees and greenery. Basically, it is a residential apartment, and as I told, it has a moat. What means a waterway around that fort, religiously around skirting that fort, exactly on the boundaries of this fort. Is what is worth seeing once. Then there's a park adjacent to the fort. I get to the park because I just want to see what this fort is all about. Uh, then from this fort, I decided I want to do the NSS College Palghat. I think to some extent I got an auto of Abu right there. Abu knew where NSS College Palghat is. NSS College Palghat, please understand from me, is at least 15 kilometers away from town. To my understanding, auto people say it is 7 kilometers or so. It is not 7, it's not 15. One very important aspect of NSS College Palakkad is NSS College Palakkad is on towards the Malampura Dam side. That means from the Palghat town, we are going towards the Western Ghat Mountains. I saw the Malampura town, so I will tell you about my experience there. But still, this is what I did. From there, I took an auto. Abu was not one of the best auto drivers that you can have, but I had no other choice. I got a feeling he was taking me for a ride. He charged me very high, slightly higher than what he should have. But I reached this NSS college, Palghat. I have to tell you something very important about this college. It was started somewhere in 1960. They say. Now I understand how it has created exceptional people. First of all, this college is very away from town. There is no main road to this college. I don't know. I have not seen a single bus coming towards that side. I don't know how students and faculty come to that college. Most probably they come by their own means of conveyance or college bus. Or there might be state buses in the morning. When I went there, it was not there. This college is not to be taken lightly. It stands on some 100 acres land. Looks suddenly like KREC Suratkal when you get into that place. It has a large main building and many other buildings nearby. One of those attenders took me to the electrical machines lab. I have not seen such a lab in my life. I have seen electrical machines lab inside Indian Institute of Science also. It looks this labs resemble something like that, but there are scores of machines. Maybe it's half the size of the lab in NIT Calicut, but there are extra a lot of machines. I just had a look at that. I met a faculty there who had done his MTech from RSC Calicut, NIT Calicut, and he knows Dr. Mohan Das, who used to teach control systems at RSC Calicut. Uh, and I saw that. But I had a stroll over this campus, and it left me happy. Now I understand why it produces some stalwarts like Metro Madhavan sir, because there's some rigid, and some intense form of education given here. I don't know now if it to which university is affiliated to. I have no idea. But we were three colleges: NSS College Palghat, REC Calicut, and College in Trichure, which were affiliated to Calicut mostly when I was a student. So then I exit from that place. Abu was waiting for me outside. I don't know, out of some spite, I decided to visit this Malampura Dam. I have to tell you what this is all about. Malampura Dam must be some 5 kilometers from NSS College Palghat. Malampura Dam, and it has a very nice park. The Malampura Dam is one fourth the size of Kanambadi Dam seen in Mandya, Mysore, but resembles that in many ways because it has a decent park. I don't know what I did after this. Might have seemed something foolish or something unwarranted or unwanted. I took the skywalk. It's called a skywalk. I don't know what, not a skywalk. What's it called? That aerial thing that moves. Just see what it is. It can be seen in places like Switzerland and other places where people travel from one mountain to the other mountain using skywalk. I think it's not sky. I'm sorry, it's not skywalk. Skyrope, skyrope, maybe skyrope, skyrope, skyrope. There are so many people are seated. They took 70 rupees from me. And I don't know. I was telling my prayers when I got into this. That staff there pushed me into one of the cabins and closed the cabin door. And no sooner I was at a height of some 1,000 feet from the ground. See, I don't know if I did the right thing or not, but I went on it. Why I make all such documentaries is that people understand, the people are warned, not just warned, people are informed about the good and bad of things. It's an excellent thing. But for the next half an hour or so, I was in the sky. Looking down, I was getting scared because I'm a slightly aged person. I may not have embarked on such an journey, but still, I liked it. It goes. It's a very long sky rope. It takes some half an hour to complete the entire journey. Somewhere it stopped for some time. Then again, it added. The staff there are very good and helpful. But when I was on the sky rope, I thought maybe I may not have, I should not have embarked on this. I was scared. I was really scared. And I looked down. I can see the Malampura. Most probably it's the Malampura River. You can see it very nicely, and you see the park very nicely from top, and you see the mountain ranges on the right. I forgot to tell you one thing about NSS College Palghat. What is the most important aspect of the NSS College of Engineering Palakkad? It is on the foot of a long precipice, of a very high precipice of the Western Ghat Mountain. I have heard colleges are on the foothills of the Western Ghats. This is on the foot, not foothills, foot of one of the large precipices of the Western Ghat Mountain. NSS College Palghat is Western Ghat attached. From REC Calicut, Western Ghats must be some 15 kilometers from far. From KREC Surat also the Western Ghat mountains can be seen, but you don't see a large precipice that what you see here. This NSS College of Engineering, Palghat, that level for students who are studying there are very fortunate because every morning they can see this precipice and they come to college, which must be a very emboldening and encouraging thing. I forgot to tell this. But I have to tell you something about the skywalk. Be careful when you go on the sky row. May don't like me. Don't jump into it just like that without adequate planning. Have good 2 3 glasses of water. It is written there. If you're drunk or if you have epilepsy or if you got fear of heights, don't come here. It is written. I don't know if I've got fear of heights. I don't know if I have a fear of heights, but I was scared on the top. Maybe I'm new to it, but I've got some words of advice. If you're less than 15 years of age, don't take a child on that. Child can panic. And if you're more than 50 years of age, also, if you can want to avoid it, avoid it. If at all, in the summer season, you will dehydrate on top. Sometimes your eyes can malfunction. So before you go on this, go with some planning. Drink some cold water, not hot water. Cold water, one half a bottle of cold water, maybe 1 glass of cold water, so that your body cools. And cools, and then it's something. It's nearly half an hour. You are airborne. The right way to put it. It's a nice place to train pilots. You can put pilots on that. If you come 10 times, the fear of height will go for the pilot. That would be a good place for training fighter pilots or even training commercial plane pilots. To my understanding, you must put them on the sky rope and get rid of that fear. But it is thousand. My understanding, some 1,000 feet above the ground level. Could be some 1,000 feet. It's really tall up in the sky. But this thing, please be careful. That's it. If you have any other health conditions, be careful before you climb on this. Because the staff there are not medical experts. If some panic happens on the way, there's nothing they can do because the sky rope goes at a steady pace of some 5 kilometers an hour speed and it goes in circles. When I reached the station, the end of the journey, end of the sky rope tour, he opened the gate and grabbed me out of it. It doesn't stop. You have to jump out in motion, which I did. It was going very slow at that point, but I did. But I did. If I'm the adventurous type, I might go there again, but may not be so. But this word of advice I have: if you are below the age of 15, be careful when you take your child on all that. Or if you are 50, cross the age of 50, also think twice before you going on that. Don't go into that place in unplanned way. Go there with full planning. As I said, drink water, don't drink tea. In summer, this will be a really serious issue because it will be very hot. I don't know how they manage that. They might be their own systems of managing that. So this is my. Then I from there from Malampura, Abu dropped me back to my hotel. But evidently, I like the city called Palghat. It's quite soft. I I'll definitely go there on tour. Even that hotel in that Palghat bus stand was very appealing to me. And at around 11 o'clock, the AC bus from I had to wait for a small time in the Palghat bus stand. But a AC bus from Ernakulam that comes to Bangalore via Palghat. He came there because I was in touch with the conductor of the bus. He told me that 11, 15 or so we'll be there. He was there. It was an AC bus. It was a very excellent bus. I got the seat in the front because someone got down at Palghat and I got that seat. I want to make this very important statement. From any bus stop, you can book your return ticket. I did not know that. Whenever you're going on any small short journey from Bangalore to some other part, say like Kerala, like Kerala state bus or Karnataka state bus, always book your return ticket so that you need not be gasp and be in uncertain conditions on a bus stand, which may not be very hospitable to you. So I did not know that. I got it to know till recently. So that was my visit of this place called Palghat. I saw the fort. I saw NSS College, College of Engineering, Palghat, and Malampura Dam and its park. And I had a skyrope journey. And with that, it was good. It was good. It was good. I like the place of Palghat. Thank you very much.